Okay, as promised, here's part 2 of the tag with these silly ass dogs.
Sally, really?
Chrissy is just insisting that she has to have the dogs be famous. Where's the other one?
Come here, Sally.
There's 2.
Come here, Sally.
Can't just have one annoying. They gotta have both of them.
Come here, babies.
There you go.
That one's my dog.
She's got a funky ear.
Stella, look. Stella, look.
They don't really care.
They don't want treat meal.
All
Maybe
right.
they'll get toy meal.
Okay, I was tagged by Joan's Pointed Plate. I'm going to leave a link to her channel down below. Also, I wanted to thank Tracy over at Trials of a Longhaired Girl. She does all of the tags every Tuesday. She comes up with some really good questions. I tagged on my other video, but just as a reminder, I tagged Ange over at Smack Vision, Robbie over at Frecky Fit Wolf, and Gina Pearson. So let's get started with the questions. You already know my answers, but we'll see if they've changed in the meantime. Number 1, would you rather meet your great-grandparents or meet your great-grandchildren?
Well, I've already met one of my great-grandparents.
Which one?
Dad's dad.
See,
Dad's grandpa.
I always forget about that side because Jimmy was saying, I says, you have never met not one of your great-grandparents. And then he had pointed out that your dad has family too.
Yes.
I forgot.
So I picked my great-grandchildren.
Did you ever meet your dad's great-grandfather? That would have been your great-great-grandfather.
I don't think so. No. And I haven't heard good things about your grandmas.
Yeah, that's true. Jim's great-grandfather lived to be like almost 100. But I always hated when we went and saw him. Yeah, you wouldn't have because it would have been like when I first started dating him. He had this big old spittoon beside his chair. But he lived to be over 100, so the tobacco didn't get him. Number 2, have more time or have more money?
More money. There's so much things that I want to do to this house now that I'm working from home.
Find me Robux.
Lucy, stop it.
My kids want to have more money so I can leave more money.
Yes.
But is that going to happen?
No.
No. So you got to prepare them in life. You got to prepare them for the realities of their future. Number 3, have a life rewind button or have a life pause button.
I would say rewind because there's a lot of times that I'm like something goes by and I'm so used to rewinding on the TV and I, like, in my mind I think, oh, I can just rewind that and see it again.
I said the same thing, that it's like on TV you can always pause things and put it back if you miss something.
Don't say you don't have a pencil. You have a whole desk full of
need a-
pencils.
Eraser?
That's what I deal with.
I'm gonna give you my special pencil and don't lose it or I'll be mad at you.
Yeah, it's in the house. It's like it's going to get lost.
She has like a whole, like, it's that big,
I know.
pencils.
Oh, I know she has pencils. Just like she lost the remote for the base.
Oh, we went to Christy's house for dinner. She made a delicious smothered chicken with some dressing or stuffing, whatever you want to call it, some corn, some broccoli, and I brought some homemade bread, which is just really frozen bread. And then what else did you have?
Mashed potatoes.
Oh, mashed potatoes too.
And stuffing.
I don't
We
like
already
that
said
broccoli
that.
though.
You know,
I got it
don't-
last time. I had it last time we ate here.
I
didn't
like
it.
the frozen, like how it came in like the brick. I know
Yeah.
it sounds weird, but like the frozen box, they changed the style. Now it's like in a steam bag. I don't really like it.
Is that the same one you had last time? Because I didn't take any this time because I didn't like it last time.
Yeah, that was like a steam bag.
Yeah, it's
I
like-
couldn't find any in the box.
Yeah. No, I just like to make my own broccoli, make my own cheese sauce. You ought to buy the little Tostito jars of cheese. And then you can just heat up what you need and then put it over your own broccoli.
I should do that because Aaron's mom did that once with her broccoli and it was really good.
It's pretty good. And it's only 2 points for 2 tablespoons on Weight Watchers. So there you go. Number 4, know all of the world's languages or speak with
Oh, I
animals.
speak with animals.
You already do with
You
Daisy.
already do.
I know, but like, I do understand what dogs are saying because I have to tell Sophia what they say, but I just don't understand the other animals.
What about your cat?
She doesn't really come up.
Clara only comes up when the dogs go to bed. Number 5, would you rather be stuck in an elevator or stuck on a ski lift?
I would be terrified of either, but I think maybe a ski lift because then at least I'm not enclosed.
Yeah. But you'd be cold.
I would rather be cold than enclosed.
You'd be really cold because Christy doesn't wear a coat.
No.
Yeah, but if you think about it, if you're in like the elevator and you're enclosed, you're just like in this little box, you can't see anything. Well, at least if you're on a ski lift, you can just see like everything that's going on.
That's true. If you're in the elevator, it's kind of like you're in a tomb. I don't like that. One time I told you like on Jimmy's, I didn't have enough time because Jimmy was like a babbling brook.
Oh, I wonder where he gets
I
it.
don't know where he gets it from. But Jim was in the hospital for something, and I went to visit him, and that was when I was really having major panic attacks, and I didn't like doing anything by myself. And every time I would get on an elevator, if somebody got off the elevator, I would get off too because I didn't want to be on the elevator by myself. And it was between floor. It was like it stopped like at 3, and his floor was 5, and everybody got off, and so I started getting off, and then as I got off, I'm thinking, well, that was silly. Just get back on, you'll be fine. And then I got back on, and I pushed the button, and it went up like half a floor. It stopped. And that was when they had little phones. I don't know if they still have phones in elevators, but they had a phone, and actually somebody answers the phone, and it was just like the guy that was passing by that answered the phone. Oh, the guy that does the elevators, he went to lunch. I said, well, how long is he gone for? Well, he just left. And I go, well, how long does he have? Well, he has an hour. And I go, well, He says, but don't get your hopes up. He usually takes an hour and a half. And it was pitch black. It was like, it was terrifying. And it wasn't until I started my job over there on Mound that I had to take the elevator. And it wasn't a really great elevator either, but when I went into work, I was the only one in the building. And I still got on the elevator by myself. I don't know how I did that. Number 6, go to dinner alone or go to a concert alone.
Go to a concert alone because at least you'll be with a bunch of people and they won't know. Anybody that goes to breakfast alone is a...
I said the same thing. Jimmy said he'd rather go alone.
Well, Danny goes to breakfast alone all the time, and I tell him he's a loser.
Grandma used to go to breakfast alone all the time. It's like, I always think, I said this in the other video, I couldn't even find that one friend to go to eat with them. That one person wanted to eat with them. And I know Joan over at Joan's Point Plate says she likes going out by herself every once in a while, have a book and just read the book and stuff like that. I think that even shows that, I don't know.
I think that's a little different, like,
if you're at
because you're
work,
like actually reading and doing something, but like then Danny's just sitting there on his phone, or like somebody's just sitting there on their phone, which they could be reading a book, I guess. But I don't know. I just feel bad for them.
See, I always hated that when I worked at Montgomery Ward's when I worked at Eastland, and I would go over to Hudson's to have my lunch because I loved their cheese soup and their Maurice salads, and I would sit there by myself, and the whole time I was so conscious that I was all by myself. I just kind of felt like a loser. So number 7 is, would you rather have world peace or stop world hunger?
I would say stop world peace, or have world peace, in hopes that the world peace would shed light on the world hunger and people would come together and stop the hunger.
See, my children think so philosophical. I just said world hunger. Number 8, would you rather be an adult your whole life or be a kid your whole life?
A kid.
A kid, yep. Jimmy wants to be an adult.
No. Damn.
What would you rather be, Sophia, a kid or an adult?
An adult, so then I can drive myself to Target.
Number 9, go on vacation with your friends or go on vacation with your spouse?
I go on vacation with my spouse.
And we already talked about this. I would go with my
Look, he
friends.
looks like a construction worker.
If you
I didn't do nothing.
break, yeah,
That's all. There's Aaron. Aaron, would you rather go on vacation with your friends or with your spouse?
My spouse.
Oh, there
You're
you
just
go.
saying that.
Would you rather be stuck in an elevator or stuck on a ski lift?
Ooh. I say a ski lift.
Yeah, you can piss over the end.
Would you rather know all the world's languages or speak with animals?
The world's languages.
Have a life rewind button or have a life pause button?
A pause button.
Have more time or have more money?
Money. I don't have to work at Boston Market no more.
you can buy me all the world's Robux.
Would you rather meet your great-grandparents or meet your great-grandchildren?
That's a tough one. My grandparents. I'd like to know some heritage.
I thought my
Oh, there you go.
great-great-grandma.
Okay, and then the last one is side of salad or a side of soup.
Soup.
It depends on the
It
soup.
does depend on the soup. I always go soup first, but if it's nasty soup, I can skip
I would
it.
probably always go salad first because it's always chicken noodle, and I don't really want a chicken
It's
noodle.
always chicken noodle. Chicken noodle or clam chowder.
Yeah, but Golden Greek, if you're in Michigan in the Mount Clemens area,
Vegetable beef.
vegetable beef from Golden Greek on Saturdays only, ain't no joke.
You go back to Golden Greek now?
Sometimes.
We had an
Yes.
incident.
No,
one time.
don't say we. The royal we.
Yeah, we went there. What did we go there for? Oh, you were bragging about this place, and we went there for
good.
dinner. Was it dinner or breakfast?
I think it might have been lunch.
Was it lunch? And
don't know.
I had to use the restroom, and I used the restroom, and the toilet didn't work. And so, like, this would be where the bathrooms were, and this would be where the register was, and this is where my family was sitting. And so I didn't want to leave the mess in the toilet because I just thought it was so nasty. So I walked over to the cashier to ask for the plunger so that I could, and they kept saying, no, we'll clean it. I go, no, trust me, I'll do it. So they had to walk back to the bathroom, to like the storage thing to get the plunger, and then they're carrying the plunger like this back to where I was here. And then I got the plunger and walked back to the bathroom and cleared the toilet out and got it all fixed up in that. Because it was only a one toilet bathroom. It didn't have more than one bathroom. It just had the one toilet. And I just didn't want to ruin it for everybody in the restaurant. And so then when I came out and gave them back the plunger, the cashier said, your family has left already. They've left you in their dust. And then Christy didn't go back there for the longest time. I'm surprised you're back there now. They probably don't have a memory of that now.
No, there's new people there.
But the food was delicious. I would agree. So, anyway, that's our tag. So there's Sophia. You want to say anything, Sophia?
Like, subscribe, share with your friends,
And comment.
and comment.
Thanks for watching. Once again, thank you, Joan, for tagging me, and thank you, Tracy, for coming up with these. And so see you next week, or I'll see you on my daily vlog. We don't know when Christy will see you again.
Whenever the wind blows me that way.
That's right.
Maybe I'll come over for in the summertime, and I'll take the little cart from Target, even though I'm like 10.
Christy used to like Sophia liked grocery shopping with me because they had like a little kid's cart.
And you should get me a donut.
Yeah, we get her a donut because Grandma got a donut too. But it always annoyed me before I had grandchildren when I'd see all these little kids walking around doing the pretend shopping with these little carts, and I used to get so annoyed. And then I had Sophia, and I said, get the little cart. We'll annoy everybody else. So, okay, thanks for watching.
Bye.